what's up guys, Snowy Minotaur here. Today I am going to be revisiting this series which I haven't done in a good while, and that is Fortnite cosmetics that are getting rare. Now I know a lot of people are probably wondering, why am I doing this? Why am I making this video just in general? Well, I feel like it's a good time to make it, considering the fact that the item shops have been so terrible in chapter 5. I felt like revisiting this series, and I haven't actually done one of these videos since like 2022. I think that was the last time I've actually done this. So I feel like revisiting it for, for this year. And if you guys do enjoy these videos, drop a like, I guess, because I'm telling you, when I was looking up cosmetics to talk about in this video, I could not believe it. Now keep in mind, any of the cosmetics mentioned in this video can and will return to the item shop at some point in the future, so I have to get that out of the way here. And also, don't get upset if these cosmetics come back, because they're item shop cosmetics at the end of the day. So with that out of the way, let's hop right into it with the first cosmetic. And this is actually the Dawn skin. Now I have previously talked about this skin before on the channel, more or less, as this is a headhunter, which I didn't even know was a headhunter skin. And she was actually last seen 460 days ago. I don't know why she actually hasn't returned in a good while. I thought this was a pretty popular skin with the Fortnite community, but I guess not. She was only in the shop about 10 times, and I don't know why she hasn't come back in a good while. Next up is the Phono Follies emote. This was last seen 430 days ago, or just a little over 430 days ago. But this is an emote which I do remember this actually being decently rare, because I believe it was in the shop just a handful of times before it came back in 2022. And as of this video recording, it has not been seen since November of 2022. So it's really interesting. I know it was in a locker bundle, so I'm pretty sure that was the last time we've seen this emote, but it's a really good one. And I love this emote more or less for the music. I even love like the music pack. The music pack is fire. But that's a complete side note. This is a great emote, and I do hope it does return at some point in the future. Now this one shocked me, okay? This next few cosmetics, this is a whole group of them here. I don't even know why these haven't come back in a while, but I felt like mention them here because this was interesting. The Naruto cosmetics. Basically, all of the cosmetics have not been seen in 430 days, or just over 430 days. I don't even know what's happening. Like, time flies. Like, the first ever anime collab, and it hasn't been seen over a year, but yet all the other ones have released, like, besides maybe Attack on Titan as this video recording. This is, like, the only cosmetic set that hasn't come back in, like, a hot minute. Everything else has come back, like, quite regularly. I have no idea why this is the case here. The Naruto cosmetics are really popular, and it's really odd that these have not returned in a while. They're not rare at all, but I wanted to mention them here because I found this very interesting. Next up is actually one of my favorite pickaxes, Director's Cut. I could not believe this either when it comes to this pickaxe, because this pickaxe was last seen just about 570 days ago. What? Like, I don't know what is going on. Like, this is such a great pickaxe. It's one of my personal favorites in the game, and I have no idea why it hasn't been seen in a good while. I love running this pickaxe, and I really hope people, if you have this pickaxe, please run it. It is actually so underrated. Maybe it's because of how it looks. I have no idea, but it hasn't been seen in a really long time. Speaking of another cosmetic which hasn't been seen in over 570 days, Glyphic. I have no idea why this emote has not returned to the shop in just about 2 years now. Like, it's just creeping up to 600 days, and there's potentially the chance for it to hit 2 years. I have no idea why this emote has not come back, and the sad part is I'm not seeing it that often anymore. I know it sold very well when it was in the item shop in that one vaulted shop, so I don't know what's going on with this emote. I have no idea. Now we gotta talk about another cosmetic set, which is a collaboration. As you all know, like, one of the first ever collabs we ever pretty much got in Fortnite when it comes to the Icon series was Marshmallow. Now Marshmallow hasn't been seen in a good while here, but he's not really rare because a lot of people like this skin, and a lot of people really do have like the whole set. However, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about his second collaboration, the Mellowverse cosmetics. That is the Marshinobi, the Marsha skin, the Mellow Glow pickaxe, and I guess if I want to put in the maximum bounce emote in here, then sure, I guess I will count it here. All these cosmetics were last seen just about 470 days ago. I don't know why. I feel like these skins, I just never see them. Obviously, you see Marshmallow all the time, and even both their emotes that are in here as well. But these two skins, the Marsha and Marshinobi, I never see, and Marshinobi is so underrated. He's my personal favorite skin from the entire Marshmallow line of cosmetics. It's really odd. I don't know why these haven't come back in a good while. Like, there are certain collab stuff that haven't come back in a good while that leave more questions than answers, that, if you get what I mean. Now we gotta talk about Christmas. Winterfest, because if you all remember my Winterfest video which I made, I did talk about a bunch of cosmetics that Epic decided to just not release this year, or bring back in general to the item shop from last year, but you get what I mean, Two of which have been cosmetics that I did previously mention in that video, but they just keep getting the end of the stick. They just keep getting the boot when it comes to Winterfest and just Christmas in general when it comes to cosmetics returning. And that is Around the Clock and Snow Day. Around the Clock, we're talking about first here, so this was last seen almost a little over like 390 days ago. This isn't as rare as the other one, which is Snow Day, which I would argue by saying is actually kind of getting rare again, even though it was in the shop about 8 times. This is like an emote which I just never see people buying, or just one I just don't ever see in game, and that's really sad because this is also another very underrated cosmetic in my personal opinion. It's really good. Same thing with Around the Clock, and I find it strange that they bring back the rest of the Nutcracker set, but this is the only cosmetic that pretty much never comes back to the item shop, and I don't know why. Now this is going to be interesting here because I've seen a lot of people talking about the level up quest packs, as some of them have not been out in a really long time, and I can't even believe this. Like, time flies when you find out how long some of these have been like gone from the item shop. The ones which are, I would honestly kind of say are getting rare, but not really, considering that these are in the shop for like over pretty much like a month's time, is the Monarch level up quest pack with the Monarch skin, last seen over 670 days ago, which is just crazy. The Omega Knight, which was last seen almost 600 days ago, which is also pretty crazy to think. And Phantasm, last seen 490 days ago. Like, time flies when it comes to these packs, because I know these were very popular, but I do honestly feel like the more that we got, the less I saw people using and running them. That's in my personal opinion, because I don't really see people running the ones from like chapter 4 more or less. I barely see any of those besides maybe Axion Sentinel, but that's besides the point here. These skins have not been seen in a good while, and apparently they're never coming back, which is really sad because these are really good skins in my opinion. Again, if they do make more of these, I really would recommend people pick them up, please. They're so worth it. Next up is the Biz skin. This was last seen a little over 430 days ago. This is another one of those skins that I honestly find to be really underrated, and I don't know why she hasn't come back in a good while. It's one of those skins that's just really unique for the time, especially because it was released back in Season 9. And I know the skin is kind of mixed when it comes to the community. I know people really like her and some people don't really like her. I am one of those people that really likes the skin, and it's really sad that this is one of those skins that does come back like a decent amount, but I never see it in game. That's just really sad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, aka my X account. Socials are all on screen. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.